Hello YouTube, Spirit Smoker here. Today we're smoking some Peter Stockaby's Proper English in my Stanwell Vario. It's a 9mm filtered pipe. Perfect for the outdoors. Nice deep bowl. Very nice. Enjoying a beautiful fall day in a pine forest. It's an area near to where I grew up. Very quiet and peaceful here. Having a couple interruptions. Fall is well underway. My fiance and I have plans to carve our pumpkins tonight. Of course, one for her, one for me, and one for the dog. The dog doesn't do his own carving though, I do that. Safety reasons, you know. But we just had a very interesting experience at a local historical village that puts on a show every year called the Sleepy Hollow Experience. The place is set on a, as I said, a historical village that has brought in homes and structures from all over New England, basically from around the Revolutionary War period, before and after. Got red squirrels playing with my dog. So we went to this experience, and there's, like I said, it's a Sleepy Hollow experience is what it's called. And basically, if you've never heard of Sleepy Hollow, the legend of Sleepy Hollow, it has to do with a teacher from Connecticut named Ichabod Crane, who moved up to Massachusetts to an area called Sleepy Hollow, and the legend is basically that a headless horseman who was a Hessian in the Revolutionary War, who had lost his head to a cannonball in the Revolutionary War. And the legend was that on All Hallows Eve, he would basically his headless body would come up from hell and look for his head, and if he couldn't find his own, then he would take someone's and ride back down to hell with it, and he would instead leave a jack-o'-lantern in place of their head. So as scary as that story sounds, the experience for what we did was much less terrifying. It was very good, but it was very musical and almost cheery. It was nice. We had a good time. They had a nice supply of hot cider with rum, which was actually very pleasant for the cold night. But a very pleasant experience, a good time. But due to the lack of scariness of the whole experience, we'll still have to find some sort of haunted house or haunted hayride to enjoy. It's part of Halloween in New England, especially in Massachusetts, I think. So some exciting stuff coming up for me. Hopefully tomorrow I'll make it down to the Hartford Reading Society Pipetoberfest meeting. As it sounds, you know, we're celebrating Oktoberfest through pipe smoking and, you know, bringing German beer and German food and smoking our German pipes. I plan on bringing a couple German clay pipes and perhaps some beer. This is very, very good tobacco. The the other bit of exciting news for me is that I will be, I just got some blending components in from, I ordered them from Pipes and Cigars, but all of the blending components that I have are actually from Peter Stokkebye. And I plan on trying to create my own English blend with that. It's not going to be a huge portion by any means, or a huge yielding from it or anything. I've got I think a grand total of, I want to say something like 18 ounces, no, about 20 ounces actually of tobacco for it, and they were having a special sale on Peter Stokkebye tobacco, so I took advantage of it. I got plenty of Latakia and Virginias and a Perique, and then a cube cut, which is actually, it's not Burley, it's actually a Cavendish cube cut, which has a little bit of sweetness to it, so I thought maybe that would kind of mellow things out. I'm going to try a couple different variations on proportions and see what I can kind of come up with. I plan on making it pretty heavily Latakia based. But I still want to make it a smokable blend, and I don't want the Perique to overpower anything, but I'm basically trying to create my ideal English blend. I love most English blends, but I still find it interesting to try to create your own and be able to manipulate a blend to exactly what you want. So once I get my hands on a kitchen scale, as long as I don't look like a drug dealer coming home with it, I'll try to keep the dime bags at home. I will try to post a video of me blending it, and we'll see how it goes. Hopefully it'll be a smooth experience, and hopefully, you know, I won't be just wasting a whole bunch of tobacco. I'm sure it'll be deliciously smokable anyway, but it'll be interesting to see how the proportions run to get that ideal English, for me anyway. Everyone's tastes are different, of course. Well, I hope all of you are well. I hope you are enjoying your fall, depending on where you are, if there is really such a thing as fall. That's one thing I love about New England, is we really do get a healthy sampling of all the seasons, and in some cases, more than a sampling. Sometimes, like in winter, that season happens to just be dumped on us. But it's nice. Well, I will see you guys on the next one. I really appreciate you watching. Have a great day.